It's okay. Off your mic, it's okay. Off your mic,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mic, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, my ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Mayegun diary politico. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary na he be number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. àní ẹ̀sùn làjú lórí YouTube àní ẹ̀sùn làjú bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́ àní ẹ̀sùn làjú bíjó ìgbádìyẹ àní ẹ̀sùn làjú pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o àní ẹ̀sùn làjú.
Hello there, brethren. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun live. And thank you so much for joining me from wherever indeed you are actually tuning in from, tuning in, so to say. So after reading the caption of the broadcast, please read the description of the broadcast as well. Description. Like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them to join us. And at the point, probably we are going to actually take calls as well. All right. So the rider, Ahmed Datti, or Ahmed Baba, or Baba-Ahmed Datti, Peter Obi's running mate in 2023, the man who tried to mobilize the young Nigerians to actually fight for their mandate when the INEC stole it. And he's been kind of like a moving stranger as well since then. First, he practically said they should or they could build Labour Party or build on the success or successes that Labour Party recorded in 2023 without having to go and join any coalition or any other group like that. But Peter Obi has chosen to join the coalition, something that Ahmed Datti distanced himself from, I think from day one, even before he came to fruition. So Datti today, in the presence of Judas Abure, declared that he will be running for president of Nigeria in 2027 under the banner of a Labour Party. But he didn't just make the announcement, all right? He went as far as, firing a shot at Obi, Obidients, and the entire coalition talk in his own broadcast this afternoon. So that's where we are going to start from. Also, more and more members of the supposed APC have started reacting to the exchanges between Werey Wike and their own national secretary, Senator Ajibola Bashiru. They are categorically reminding Werey Wike that, except if he's just a busybody, which they believe he is, he should understand that there is kind of like a, limitation to his supposed influence in Tinubu's regime, not to drag the APC into it in the way he's kind of doing in Rivers. So we're going to go there also this evening. So let's get started with Ahmed Datti, talking about what he's going to do. He's going to increase the salaries of the current teachers, policemen, military, the blah, the blah, the blah. Let's start with that tonight. Datti.
Labour Party because Labour Party won a presidential election. I have not left Labour Party because I am not satisfied with a coalition of disgruntled politicians who could not even challenge 2023 constitutional breaches. I will not leave Labour Party because of the promise it holds. All major aspirants, and I mean all, I challenge to be shown one, just one among the major aspirants, only one, that has never been in a ruling party. I am that one. I have never been in a ruling party. The records are there. for you to see. And if the records of APC, Labour Party, because
that's not, that's even like a snippet, right? So he went on to say that despite his effort to unite the party, bring everybody together to continue to build, there are others who sort of like disagreed with him, and indeed they would be abusing him. He's referring to the Obidients, and that's kind of like a phrase, right? And what he's going to do if he becomes the president in 2027. Datti.
A party that united genuine democratic citizens needs to be sustained. A party that mobilized Nigerian youth must be promoted. I had earlier engaged all party members to reconcile, and while some heeded my calls, others took offense and proceeded to defect. No regrets to me for this role, however, as a leader in this party. In this defection case, neither my humble self nor the Labour Party are the aggressors. A group of political travelers welcomed in 2022 with a presidential ticket continued with their journey. Simple. This is a fact to keep in mind in anticipation of their ever-ready hostile online attitudes. With all humility, Labour Party can flaunt its successes. In the presence of financial difficulties, in an era of perfected electoral fraud, Labour Party produced a state governor, 8 senators, about 40 House of Reps, about 45, about 50 state House of Assembly members, most of whom have now defected. And again, I am proud to be associated with real members like my brother, Honorable Etana. Labour Party is now the June 2027 salaries of public servants, especially security personnel and teachers, will be 4 times as is currently paid. Please hear me again. Nigeria can afford it. My good friend, the police constable, the army private, the teachers that are looked down at, I think they should, and I know they should, and I am able to ensure that they will earn nothing less than 4 times what they are being paid today in June 2027. I have not left Labour Party because Labour Party won a presidential election. I have not left Labour Party because I am not satisfied with a coalition of disgruntled politicians who could not even challenge 2023 constitutional breaches. I will not leave Labour Party because of the promise it holds. All major aspirants, and I mean all, I challenge to be shown one, just one, among the major aspirants, only one, that has never been in a ruling party. I am that one. Correct. I have never been in a ruling party. The records are there for you to see. And if the records of APC are that of a ruling party, I never wish to join any ruling party, except one that by God's grace, that government that we're going to form. I therefore remain a loyal Labour Party member, and I make myself available to fix Nigeria. Nigerians know the truth. Nigerians, we know the truth. Nigerians, please use the truth. Thank you very much. I am my own boss.
We're going to come to that. So that's said, Datti. Now, if you kind of like throw everything on the table and begin to pick them according to their relevance, you will say that when it comes to this, their supposed political integrity, Datti seem to have shown more integrity than Peter Obi in this sense. But like they have been saying, there is no real saint in their politics. The good, the bad, we eventually have to team together to also fight the good, the bad that is in the other side. So it seems like integrity integrity will not be enough. When it comes to the political, or should I say electoral value, again, Peter Obi kind of like have a hedge over Datti. But when you look at the Labour Party, I mean, before this Obidients, Peter Obi and others, right, joined this Labour Party, there was barely no issue there. There were no rivalry, there were no this Wahala. Then immediately they declared their interest. Then you had this Apapa of this world, you have Abure of this world, you have Arabambi of this world. And then the drama just went on and on and on and on. And it was like life and death kind of a fight. They were fighting themselves. They were, when Obi and Datti said they were challenging the election results. In that same breath, the members of the Labour Party, supposedly member or leaders of Labour Party, Apapa, Arabambi, and the rest of them, they were in court to say that, no, they are not challenging the election results. And not even up to tomorrow, right? They're still kind of like very much responsible for why Obi couldn't really build, except if you are deceiving yourselves, like Datti is doing. Whatever Datti is doing with that guys in Labour Party, right? Except if your own bias is kind of so blind and you are so dishonest, right? It is the same Labour Party. The same Labour Party that Tifnubu controls, Werey Wike controls, in case if you don't know, right? In fact, from record, this time that Werey Wike is jumping left, right, and center, claiming to have a campaign for Tifnubu in 2023. There's actually no video of Werey Wike campaigning for Tifnubu in 2023 anywhere ever. If you have one, you can bring it. Show me. He couldn't tell the Rivers to actually vote for Tifnubu, but what is on record is that there is enough evidence of tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of naira that Werey Wike actually gave to Labour Party until things kind of like went the other way. So the point here is this. This Labour Party that Datti is kind of like making look like it's all right. It's not. You get what I mean? It is not. And as it stands right now, I mean, only if people kind of would have that choice, right? As it stands right now, Tifnubu and his gang, right? They have no real rivalry based on political party stuff, political party strength in Nigeria. Not now. But yeah, that's why people are saying your 2027 should be APC versus you, the people. But unfortunately, as unfortunate as Nigeria would have it, look at the characters who are running to be president of Nigeria, who are running to lead Nigeria. That should tell you the whole picture, that Nigeria is effed, sort of. But yeah, that's it. To him, he is not a subordinate to Obi. He's got no boss. This time, he will probably, I mean, you know something else again? He wouldn't even have any problem. I don't think he's going to have any problem in Labour Party now, because he's not really a threat to the establishment per se. So he won't have any of these Arabambi idiots and the rest of them. You're likely never going to hear from them again. ever. But yeah, he is his own boss.
I am my own boss. Simple. I'm not following anybody's trajectory. I'm not stepping into anybody's shoes. Can I please remind you that before His Excellency Governor Peter Obi aspired for presidency, I aspired for presidency before him. The records are there for you to see. In October 2018, I participated in the primaries of PDP, the then PDP in Port Harcourt. And I walked to Governor Peter Obi and I said, please, can I have your vote? And he smiled at me. What a gentleman he was. And then Atiku won, and he took Peter Obi as his, as we call it, running mate. So forgive me, your question is not even relevant because it does not pertain to me. I aspired to presidency before His Excellency Peter Obi. And if you heard me well in what I just submitted, I saw a rare opportunity for national unity to have elected Peter Obi in 2023. And that is why I decided to flow with it. You asked about religion. Yes, I am a Muslim, I'm a practicing Muslim, but I'm a Nigerian. And the Constitution allows me to contest. You asked about ethnicity. Yes, I am, as you say, Hausa man, but I'm a Nigerian. And Nigerian Constitution allows me to contest. I have never done anything because of ethnicity or religion. I'm doing it because Nigeria needs help. Nigeria needs people like me. Then your question about if I have decided to declare, I am a law-abiding citizen and I'm also a loyal party member until the timetable is released by INEC, until the whistle is blown, until leadership of Labour Party say those who are interested. I will not say anything about. Thank you. However, remember, I told you, Nigerians, we know the truth. Nigerians use the truth. If you like, continue deceiving us.
So Datti, again, I do not really probably understand the whole idea, right? Because everybody seems to end up actually concentrating on what would the ADC do. Peter Obi said even if he doesn't become the candidate of ADC, their coalition is going to remain there because their own agenda is, again, like Datti, is to rescue Nigeria from APC, Ekbekebe. But the Peter Obi's supporters are already given their own condition, which is straightforward. They do not have political party, and indeed, Peter Obi is their own political party. If the ADC want the same kind of massive grassroots kind of support, like what happened in 2023, they will need to give their ticket to Obi. That one in itself is already causing some internal ruckus right now, where some loyalists of Atiku are beginning to complain that the new obedient supporters that joined ADC are already like intimidating them. They are already harassing them that it must be Obi or nothing. Now, how they manage this whole thing in the probably coming weeks, right, will determine if Tinubu is going to have any opposition before your 2027. Yeah, some people are already saying that it is going to be the citizens versus what you got versus Tinubu or versus APC. But that too, that too will be kind of like determined by how ADC play their worldview. But right now, there are those who are already willing to dine with the devil. The Obidients who have said that, listen, if they are to possibly ignore the the infraction of parlaying with the same crook responsible for most of what is wrong with Nigeria today, right? The only way they could ignore that or bypass that would be if they give their ticket to Obi. Condition that some of them felt like that is more like an entitlement. Why are you sounding so entitled? Again, all these reactions, as you are seeing them online, they're also taking place offline. Oh, but yeah, it will be about how they manage it. Similar thing that is playing out in Rivers State. Tinubu did not win election in Rivers State. For those of you who probably witnessed or you are not suffering from the Stockholm syndrome, right? In 2023, it was that bad that Werey Wike started kidnapping electoral officers, falsifying figures, mutilating election results, only to then declare that Tinubu scored 230,000 votes in Rivers State. Peter Obi that they actually voted for real, right? Ended up scoring 170,000. An open rigging that a lot of people, which actually contributes to most of the, should I call it, angst or anger against Werey Wike. Why so many people really want to see what happened to him at the end? Because Tinubu didn't win any polling units in Rivers State in 2023. None. You see those people who are singing about today, who are shouting on your mandate, and all of that, that Werey Wike is using. Not a single one of them can show you where they've openly campaigned for Tinubu in Rivers State. Nowhere. But look at them today, right? So again, how are they going to manage it? That is what's going to happen next. Werey Wike this time, courtesy of Tinubu, has managed to take over the control of the local government areas. It's not because Werey Wike is it's kind of like a powerful anything. He owes it to Tinubu, to be honest. In case if some of you have forgotten, on the day of the Fubara's local government elections, majority of these guys that are singing about today, majority of them were already kind of like a chase to the hole. None of them could come out. The election held. The swearing in took place. Werey Wike couldn't go back to Rivers State until the Supreme Court gave them that judgment that the whole thing was illegal. It should be nullified. Courtesy of Tinubu. What did they do? Tinubu appointed sole administrator, a sole administrator that is unknown to law in Nigeria. No, Nigeria 1999 constitution as amended does not recognize sole administrator anywhere. But yeah, Tinubu appointed one. Gave him power to conduct election, write budgets and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's how the Werey Wike's men managed to get back and took control of the local government areas. So Fubara currently, which many believed that as he already joined APC, that should give him some level of a protection. But Werey Wike won't have, would have none of that. As you have been witnessing in the past week, towards the end of last year, and from the beginning of this year, he's been going everywhere to remind everyone that what he did in 2023 will not repeat itself again in 2027. And no matter what arrangements Fubara went into, right? Or whatever he's telling everybody out there, that's not what they agreed. He will not get a second term. Right. This has now prompted the APC Stalwart to begin to actually latch back that way to. You are not even in our party. Like, what kind of entitlement or power do you really think you wield that you can decide what will happen in the APC in Rivers State? Some are saying that he's already shot himself in the legs, right? But we'll get to that part. One guy that is called the national media guy in APC, Ebekebe, was with Daily Trust, where he was addressing the same thing. We're going to go to Rivers State. Let's stop by in Abuja, where another APC stalwart is taking on Werey Wike. He called him busybody. Yeah, if Werey Wike understands.
Honorable Minister Wike is mixing right and wrong, or he does not know what it means to be called a busybody in law. He's a lawyer, and anybody that meddles into affairs that don't belong to him is a busybody. As far as membership of the party is concerned, Wike is not a member of the APC. And he has no right to interfere in the affairs of the APC. To do that is to be meddlesome. And if you meddle into affairs that are not within the purview of your rights, you have to get your wings cut to size. And Wike has attempted to interfere in the affairs of the APC, and his wings will be cut unless he decides to do the right thing. And the right thing is for him to resign the membership of whatever party he belongs to, and then come into...
I think he belongs to PDP. We are not sure.
Okay, very good. So you are not sure, but you cannot say you think he belongs to the APC. You can guess that he belongs to the PDP. It is for the PDP now to say whether he is a legitimate or rightful member of the party or not. If he is an illegitimate member of the PDP, then he belongs nowhere.
But the tidbit you had, they said, of course, Wike is not a member of their party. How will you describe him now? Where does he belong? Is he floating?
As far as PDP is concerned, I don't even know which one is the rightful or legitimate PDP. So I don't know which faction gave this disclaimer. But wherever it is, Wike does not belong to the APC where I belong. And if he interferes in the affairs of the APC, he's a busybody, he's being meddlesome, and he must know what it means to be so named.
Some people will be really, really shocked to start hearing this whispers from the APC, considering that in the last 2.5 years, he has been part and parcel of the APC. I mean, he's a member of the Federal Executive Council, and many believe that all the fights he had with members of the PDP, were at the instance of the APC. How do you reconcile this, Bala?
Well, I think there is a misconception or misunderstanding of the position of Wike. I'm not holding brief for him, but if I understand him very well, I've heard him say more than once that he's in support of President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu. He has no regret supporting President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu. Before the election, he said he was going to support President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu. After the election, he said he supported President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu. And President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu is the leader of the APC. Now, because of that relationship, people think he has been working for the APC. Well, I don't know the legality of that, but I can say based on his pronouncement that he has been working for the success of the president. To that extent, yes, he has helped the president, and since the president is a member of our party, by extension our party is a beneficiary of Wike's support for the president. But that does not give him the powers to interfere with the affairs of the APC unless and until he changed that pronouncement to say that he is supporting the APC. He is going to work for the APC. He is working for the success of the APC. But if he is working for the singular progress and success of the president, he is not working for the success of the APC. He is working for the success of the president. And there is a difference between the president, the presidency, and the party where the president, Honorable Minister Wike.
Another year, Wike is not working for APC, according to the APC guys. Wike continued to remind everyone that he is working. He has worked and is still working for Tifnumbu. Now, in that sense, the APC believes that it should possibly stick to that and not meddle in the affairs of the party, whatever the party is going to do with Fubara. But you see all of this, everybody is still playing around the bush or like dancing around the bush. But we'll get there. The guy continued, by the way. Yeah.
What happens if Wike joins the party tomorrow?
He will be given a position. That will be a
interesting part. I'm actually thinking Maybe I should play you a clip before that part. Here is the thing. According to them, if you are the governor of a state and the party, you are automatically the leader of the party in that state. But that doesn't mean that what you do can override what the national want to do. Do you get that now? But if you're in a good relationship with them like that, or, you know, when you see the likes of Oplesus or Digba and few others like that, right, who have direct access to Tifnumbu. So the way they relate, nobody tells them that they are not leaders of their states. But when it comes to River State, how's it going to be like? If Werey Wike joins the APC, for instance, which he won't, for the obvious reason, okay, he's got to stay in PDP to do what he is doing in preparation for their 2031, when Tifnumbu is done, according to the Werey Wike plot. But what if he's finally pushed to go and join them in this course of trying to stop Fubara? Wouldn't that be like a from frying pan to fire again? That's what the guy wants to talk about. But here is what Werey Wike said just before he handed over to Fubara, by the way, or when he was pushing for Fubara. Was there? He did say this too.
That's what you can do about it. Even when you have spent your 8 years in office, that you continue to pretend to say who becomes who, whatever, in River State. So what they say me? It may happen in Lagos State, but it will not happen in Rivers. We are quite different. It will not happen here. As a governor, I will come and go. I can't stop it. I must come and go. All the came and left. You never have that saying that you will do this, you will not do that. The day my tenure, by the grace of God, ends, I go. That's how God wants it. But see, when you are in a position to think that what's happening in Lagos State, you will do it here, it may be difficult. You cannot continue to say you must be a godfather of the state. That's the problem. It's not possible. Today I live here in the name of Almighty God. I have no business to say, what must I produce? Why? What am I hiding? The people of the state should be able to say, this is who they want to produce. We from River State, we know we have lost somebody in the Peter Obi. I can tell you, one of the Nigerians.
Werey Wike, a very funny man. But right now, he's currently building his own legacy. What do you call that thing again? Dynasty. He's building his own dynasty. There's this young boy, his son, that if he becomes House of Representatives member, is being sent to the House of Reps in 2027, okay? So if he becomes a rep member, it will likely be the youngest rep member in Nigeria, I think, at the age of 24 or 25, it is said. But we are going to come back to that. So if Werey Wike join APC, is he not going to end up under Fubara in that kind of arrangement? That one itself has started generating different sort of like controversy right now, right? Where they are now saying, the national chairman of their party is now saying, no, governors are not the leaders of the party in the states. Really? On top this reversal. So what Werey Wike possibly believed he did for Tifnumbu in 2023, this could also be the Achilles heel for him. I mean Tifnumbu, because 230,000 is how much Werey Wike gave Tifnumbu in 2023 as vote. However, in Osun State gave APC over 340 or so thousand. You see, all these numbers are now playing out. That's why some of them are saying it seems Werey Wike is now overplaying his political hand. He may get bumps, but here, that guy.
What happens if Wike joins the party tomorrow?
He will be given a position. There will be a seat for him. If he decides to join, he will be placed accordingly.
Will he replace Fubara?
No way. No, he will certainly be under Fubara.
But do you think he will agree to be under Fubara?
That's a choice for him, right? If you follow, you will be followed. But if you don't follow, nobody is going to follow you. When he was the governor, he was followed. Now that he's not the governor, he must follow. You cannot carry the position of leadership after vacating the seat.
But you know, he always gets what he wants. Wike. Probably he will move for, is it alteration or changing of the APC constitution to now say maybe if you had served and then you are still agile and all that, you know, politicians can do anything.
Well, I think you are not being fair to Wike. You want us to revisit his encounter with that naval officer, where he tried to get what he wanted and he didn't get what he wanted. So I don't want us to go there so that we don't overflog the issue. But certainly he does not get what he wants all the time. There are times when if you go against the let down regulations, you cannot get what you want. And as a lawyer, he knows better. Because the first article of the Constitution, I'm not a lawyer, but I know the first article of the Constitution. It says everything and everyone within the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not supreme over the Constitution, which means the Constitution is supreme over everyone. And the Constitution has spelled out positions hierarchically. It has spelled out roles. So you cannot come and impose yourself above that which was prescribed by the Constitution. He is a lawyer, he knows better. The Constitution recognizes the position of a governor. The Constitution recognizes the position of the president. It recognizes the position of a leader.
But we are beginning to see a situation whereby political leaders deal with the Constitution at their convenience. Look at the recent issue around the tax reform, you know, and many other things. So will you blame people like Wike who believe? Because he said as soon as, you know, Fubara, for instance, you know, has his ways, he is buried. But he concluded himself, meaning that crisis is brewing heavily in Rivers State. Are you not worried looking at the voter strength of Rivers? And by the time now Wike is not satisfied with the current arrangement, probably you will not get the votes that the president expects to get from Rivers.
Yes, I will not be happy, particularly because I don't want to attend his funeral. But
Wike's funeral?
Yes, I don't want to.
Not the president's funeral?
Certainly it's not going to be the president's funeral because the president didn't say if someone wins, he will be buried. But he said if Fubara wins, he's going to be buried, but conditionally, politically, he said. So I think he is not talking about a real
life situation.
Yes, so politically, he said he will be buried politically. Okay, I don't have the right to vote in Rivers. I don't have any special interest in Rivers other than the victory or success of my party. So whatever happens, my wish is that the APC wins in Rivers, and I believe it is going to win because it is working assiduously day and night to see to it that it galvanizes the opinions of the people of Rivers in such a way that they will vote for it. I am confident we are going to win. Whether that win will result in the political death of Wike is another thing which I don't want to see. I want Wike to remain alive politically so that we can have more political entertainments. Even if without the brigandage, I want a polished entertainment so that we keep the body politics active, you know. So as a lawyer, I look forward to seeing more finesse in the way he does his things. I don't like the way he does things with brigandage. It is not in tandem with the teachings of law. Most of lawyers have this arrogance. They say they are learned. I always find that insulting. All those
Are
of
you
us
saying
that,
he's not learned the way he's behaving?
I want to say he is not that learned in law, because decorum is one of the things that is expected of a lawyer. They always show themselves as fine gentlemen.
And he don't behave as such.
No, Wike is not gentleman. For the entertainment part, of course, I agree. You know, I said that 2 days ago. I said, we are all going to miss Wike if indeed he gets politically buried in 2027. You will miss him. The band The jive, the voice, the braggadocios, and all of that stuff. You're going to miss that. Indeed. But yeah, it seems like it's not somebody who is going to go down without a fight. We're going to go to Rivers, by the way, all right? But first, let us stop by in the studio of Arise, where they are also having a chat around this, where this is headed. Then afterward, I'm going to share with you, right, a kind of like a not too surprising engagement between the Ronukus on the same matter. And you know those ones, the tribal morons, right? Or those momuns. So they have already started tribalizing what is going on between Fubara and Wike. And guess who they are blaming? Guess who the Ronukus are blaming for what is going on between Fubara and Wike? I'll come back to you. Now, Abati.
Beginning of the end of this fight. On this, like they say on the streets, President Tinubu 200, Wike 0.
I think maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had about the political culture that has turned Rivers State, a home, into a home for these types of very strongman Machiavellian politics.
Maybe you give Wike, some credit for the capacity to keep causing trouble everywhere that he goes to. The best way to characterize Rivers State politics is to remember the novel, the young adult novel by Professor Anezi Okoro, written in 1972. 1 week, 1 trouble. That is the title of that novel. And what they do in Rivers State is 1 week, 1 trouble. And Wike is a protagonist in ensuring that the destiny of the politics of Rivers State and of the people is that of 1 week, 1 trouble, thus fueling uncertainty and instability. In the People's Democratic Party, his original party, they have rejected him there. Now, leaders in the APC are also rejecting him, saying that he should go back to his PDP because he's not a member of their party. And he too is fighting back. And he says he is challenging anybody to come to Rivers State because it is a no-go area. He's the one in charge. That anybody, does that include the President Baba-Ahmed Tinubu, by the way? Because if he says anybody, it's a very expansive term of expression. Because one day, he may have to warn President Bola-Ahmed Tinubu himself. Maybe if things go south, he may even warn him not to come to Port Harcourt or anywhere in Rivers State because it's a no-go area and he is in charge.
When Wike was going at people in his own party, did he forget that at some point in the APC they would tell him you're not a member of the APC because Fubara has joined the APC and President Tinubu has played him out in the game? Guess what? Unknowingly, after he got the Supreme Court ruling that he did the local government elections again last year, he went to put most of the local government chairmen as APC members. He ensured they got in. The State House of Assembly defected to APC. The governor, APC. Wike, PDP. It's so easy to scheme him out. Beginning.
It's like where the Wike has outplayed his hand. But no, it is Wike. And don't forget it. The impunity in the system called Nigeria encourages all of this, supports it. And that is what is actually giving it life, by the way. So don't write him off yet. No. Because I think this is just like them warming up. Wike checking his base. Fubara is going to do his own. Yeah, he's going to do his own tour too, where he's going to show his own strength. In that sense, right, we are still going to get to that part. Yesterday, the Ronukus gathered on Twitter. They call it a Twitter space, where they are now like deliberating on a lot of things, political development, including the fight between Werey Wike and Fubara. Peter Obi joining ADC. Now, I don't know how that from talking about the Wike's entitlement, because some of them felt like Werey Wike made Fubara governor and therefore he deserves to be respected and be given or accorded his own, whatever. Okay. Then just like a twinkle, the Ronukus started blaming the Igbos. They said the fight between Fubara and Werey Wike wouldn't have been this much if not for the Igbos. I don't know how to say it. I think you should listen.
The person exhibits such a character. Thank you, Auntie Esther. I see the love. And the person exhibits such a character. You're not abusing the person. That's who the person is. Right. And it's unfortunate that this fight is happening when Ashiwaju is not around, because they say that the adult is not in the market and the child's head stands or is askew behind the woman, behind the young woman. Okay, it's because Ashiwaju is not around. However, the one thing I have noticed is that most of the people that are saying yes, fight Wike, they are our southeastern brothers. I can assure you, we will not fight Wike.
He has started. He has started. He has
We
started.
will not. No, I'm sorry,
Maz.
Maz.
This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. No. This is not good. Yeah,
Mazi,
no.
I'm sorry.
No.
Mazi,
You must not pin every. No. You must not pin every conversation to Southeast. No. This is not good. We are here.
Mazi, I take it back.
Take it back, please. Thank you.
I take it back. I'm sorry, but what I meant to say
because
is,
now you see OPC people, they tell you say you did wrong. You still they shout here. People from
PDP too.
Go and return it.
Let me explain.
APC people have been telling you are doing nonsense.
He does not have power. Power is not compulsory.
God go punish you, Papa V.
Let me explain. Can I just explain?
God go punish you, Papa V. Papa V, God go punish you, APC people. It is APC belongs to Yoruba people. Are you okay at all? Is it APC people? Are you fool? Are you okay? APC people, who be APC people? Are you okay? Are you more APC than the secretary of a party? Is it APC people? Foolish idiot.
Mazi,
go return the money where you collect.
Sir Victor, please now. Papa V, stop now. Even though we don't insult elders, but Papa V, you to behave yourself, Ibi gereje Latin bagba. So, as I was saying, right, the one thing I noticed is that it's either people from the opposition or some people who don't really understand politics that
now Southeast people mention it.
Papa V, let Mazi insult you. You will not behave yourself.
Papa V,
we don't want them in APC.
You don't have sense.
We don't
That's why
want
they
them.
keep insulting you. You don't have no brain.
It's okay.
Papa V, behave now.
If you want less, it's okay.
Papa V, behave
Southeast people, they are traitors. We don't want them in APC. They never voted APC. We don't
Papa
want
V,
them.
I'm not going to do. Papa V, I am not going to do. Please, guys, I'm not going to do this back and forth with you, Papa V. It's not right. It's not proper. And I don't do tribalism. I can't afford to. I have relatives in the Southeast. I'm just saying that it appears that it is those people who are not foundational members of the Progressive Party or people who have come, from other parties that want us to fight Wike. And unfortunately, Omolu Abiniwa, we don't fight people who have helped us like that. Wike knows that he can trust the Jagaban's, word. And that is why he put a caveat in what he said. He said, when the president returns, he said it in that video because I watched it.
You are teaching me something today. Today, you are trying to tell me that people who can speak and determine what is happening, what is going to happen in APC are Yorubas. This is what you are trying. No. This is what you are trying to tell me.
No, you are misunderstanding me.
Tell me here because I don't understand. I've been trying to get it where Omolu Abi that he don't fight people, he don't do.
Mazi, I apologize.
Mazi, because you have been able to be trusted since morning. I didn't get it.
I'm coming. It appears I'm coming. Maybe I'm using the wrong
it does not make any sense to me.
Mazi, hold on. I am listening. Mazi, let me apologize.
You don't need to apologize to me.
I'm apologizing to everybody who is listening who feels offended. Do you understand? What I'm saying is that the foundation of progressivism is that when we give our word, we do the best we can to keep that word. That's the foundation of progressivism. It does not mean that we don't have the likes of Oji or Kalu. It doesn't mean that we don't have the likes of Ben Kalu or we don't have the likes of Mazin Naimeka. Do you understand? But that is the basic foundation of progressivism. There are people who are progressives that have never been to any other party. Rather than go to any other party, they will.
Nuisance, Lele.
that we are sharing the same ethnic nationality with. The Olori Brukus that are pretty much just comfortable with supporting the drug baron himself. And then they will hide behind the name or the, what do you call it, the ethnic Yoruba. We are Yorubas. Yorubas don't treat our friends like that. Anybody that has helped this Olori Brukus, all of that is for Tifnumbu. And their easy fight is just to quickly throw in the tribal stuff. Did you see? Just they gave her mic to speak. It was supposed to be the gathering of APC. They are all supposed to be APC. They were talking about the issues. This lady, that pretty much probably doesn't live in Nigeria, right? The first thing our observation, which is our true observation, because it is tribalism, that is it. So quickly between Fubara and Werey Wike, as if to say, you that is commenting on social media, you are the ones advising Wike or advising Fubara, that you are the ones who created their fight, or you are the ones who make their quarrel never to end. But if they can't say that, it will just be like, it is the Igbos. It is the Igbos, people from the southeast Nigeria, being kind of like, then they quickly fired that. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, from where to where? Then she started hitting her own word, but she started struggling to present the madness that she actually wanted to actually present. Even those who were Yorubas with them in that same space, they felt so ashamed. Because right now, APC is considered as a Yoruba party, but it's not Yoruba party. It is Tifnumbu's party. Everyone that claims to be associated with Tifnumbu because they are Yorubas, they are lying to you. Their own, what do you call it? Their ideology of progressivism or whatever it's called, is that of, backing a druggie, a certificate forger, and of course an election rigger, this time around like economic ruiner too. But if you dare try to question these shortcomings, criticize them, they will quickly tag you Igbo. It is that bad that these guys are so mentally deranged, right? That you can easily tell the level of obsession. I don't know how you can build a political ideology around tribal hatred. You know what I mean? Because that's exactly what it is like. If you have never engaged any Ronuku before, you may not understand what I am saying. Engage a Ronuku and start kind of like having a chat. Immediately, you started pointing out all these shortcomings of Tifnumbu, APC, and the rest. They will automatically either call you, if they know that you are Yoruba, they'll say, oh, it's because you have been listening to all these Igbo people that hate Nigeria. Peter Obi will never be president. It's like, what are you talking about? Do you get what I mean? So the party ideology of Tifnumbu is built around the hatred for the Igbos, with the message that the Igbos hate you too. Yeah, it is an average Ronuku that will tell you that you are just idiot. As a Yoruba man, do you know that an Igbo man hates you? They hate us. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, from where to where? So, you don't understand. All of you that are doing Yoruba, but the Igbos hate you. And all of this is coming from these political criminals who have indoctrinated, oh my God, probably like 3-4 generations with this kind of ideology. So you can't criticize Tifnumbu. It is considered that you are plotting against the Yorubas. And these are criminals who have nothing, these are bastards that have nothing to do with Yoruba land. They don't give a damn about Yoruba land. Not in this world. It's Tifnumbu. So if Werey Wike and the Fubara are fighting over sharing formula and the rest of that, how could any sane person jump into that conversation and say, oh, the people that are amplifying this are brothers from the Eastern Nigeria, forgetting the fact that the same Eastern Nigeria right now, Imo State, is controlled by APC, meaning everything there is APC. Thousands of them, maybe hundreds of thousands of them, right, have pledged their allegiance to APC. That doesn't matter to this criminal, to this idiot. Then if you go to Enugu, they are APC now, Abi. Ebonyi is APC. Out of the 5 states, only 2 are non-APC. The 2 governors themselves are pretty much like tilting towards the same APC. Like, how is that not enough for anybody within that same APC to drop every indoctrination that comes with the hatred against the Igbos? Blame them for everything that is going on. You get what I mean? It is, it's crazy, right? Well, now let's go back to that same River State where Werey Wike, indeed, still fighting for his own life. By the way, I'll take this as a break. This one is an Igbo man singing for Tifnubu's second term. It's like those ones they call the pick me, you know, love me, like me, and me. I'm not like others. I'm not like others. In this politically manufactured hatred, politically sponsored tribal division and all of that stuff. Here you get. There are those who have proven more than enough to show that they are indeed for Tifnubu. But you see those ones that are not for Tifnubu continues, right, to trigger the politically motivated hatred against the Igbos, that they are so blind to see the other numerous Igbos that surrounds them continue to sing on your mandate. They don't see them in any way, just like they won't see this guy.
Yo, Jagaban. Yo, Jagaban. Yo, Jagaban. Now here we want to Jagaban. They want them. Our mama, papa want them. Silver, we want them. The same people waiting for Jagaban. But the same people come to tell us, say, Jagaban is not good again. Which way Nigeria, oh? Because the government don't favor them, oh. They want us to touch Jagaban government, but the people everywhere. Yo, eh. Buhari finish in 8 years. Jagaban go finish 8 years. We know them for church. Yo, Jagaban. Yo, Jagaban. Yo, Jagaban. Now here we want to Jagaban. One silver we want them. Our mama papa want them. The silver we want them. My country people. Me and you don't say change Nigeria overnight. It don't be my
Nuisance, Lily.
Nobody gives a shit about it. Well, anyway, it is it's Nigeria. But let's go back to River State. Werey Wike was with Asari. Remember, Asari had to make a video from the beginning of the fight between Fubara and Werey Wike. Asari had to make a video to appeal to Tifnubu to warn Wike and stop him from, you know what I mean? But yeah, they are pals now. According to Asari Dokudump, you see, Werey Wike is currently going on a tour of all the local government areas to rejig his base. And he's been visiting royal fathers. You know, Asari is also a royal father now. Asari Toru, something, Namayanabo of Toru, something. So he said when Werey Wike sent in the ministry that he will be stopping by, he didn't believe him. Because to him, he was like, no, Wike won't come here because we are no longer friends. But indeed, he showed up, right? Because Wike needs everyone that can associate with him right now for what is still to come. Now, the engagement first. I didn't know that Asari Dokudum have his own chanter. Somebody that would kind of like, you know, when you meet the Fife, for example, you get to see all those chanters, those hype men, right? Or if you see the Alafio for you, for example, too, right? You get to see his own chanters who are going to be like announcing his arrival and all of that stuff. So Asari has one too. And this was how they welcome Werey Wike.
Elem Kalabari. Amayanabo of Toro Saramatri. Amayanabo of the new Calabar River. Buyana, Briana. Pai Pola Mimo. Ene Finji Adere. Mpoto. Okolibio Awokoko. Mburukana kana. Kendi kuru acha. Kenikuru aja. Soku wolo bibi wolo. Soku wolo bibi wolo. Soku wolo bibi wolo. Any kind of dogi bottle. Everybody here go. Any kind of dogi bottle. Everybody here go. Precon con 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 con. Precon con 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 con. Prepara makanan. Ere doki bo no muere bo yam. No muere bo para que pili pili boko. Ere doki bo no muere bo yam. No muere bo para que pili pili boko. Brabra kasakrama. Brabra kasakrama. Brabra kasakrama. Join krobo dukuno. Join krobo dukuno. Join krobo dukuno. Tumo ebeji wula wula. Tumo ebeji wula wula. Ebeji fia ni ejama na wa. Ebeji fia ni ejama na wa. Pulofoni bi oni kan. Ogborogbo. 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 Gborogbo. Our dear August visitor that came in January. You're welcome, sir. Before you is the esteemed Amayanabo of the source. Da Amakri Tobo. Da Amakri Ekpeke. Alhaji Mujahid Abubakar Dokubasare.
I mean, I don't understand what he's saying. It's just probably summoning Asari Dokudom's ancestors. You know, the same way they kind of use all those belligerics or something like that, right? Where you have to like call on your ancestors and the rest. But Werey Wike was like, ah, God damn it, man. Let him be all this. But he had to sit there. Then he introduced himself to take a bow before Asari. King Asari, by the way. King Alaji Asari, Abailaji King Asari, I don't know. The Amayanabo of Amakri Kingdom. The Toru, something like that. Sure you get. I can't remember all of that, okay? So Asari and Wike.
Amayanabo, members of the Council of Chiefs, members of the delegation, the Chairman of Council, Honorable, I hear swipe grant that you say a consent. And majorly, one part of the together. I'm happy reception from you and my husband that I know that you just in that tradition and that presenting yourself to words with a G. But let your children tradition tradition is tradition. I would like them to make your life anywhere. You all those people go down look at you. But again, what's important that tradition I was presented at 20. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk to them and also come to their palace. In fact, like this, it's like Asian house, which here I through the kids. You know, so on behalf of my team, I want to say happy New Year and continue to pray and support Mr. President. Thank you and God bless.
Your Excellency, my friend and brother, and all the familiar faces that are in their delegation there, I welcome all of you. Distinguished was my neighbor at Mbono Street. Our houses were almost opposite. Before he went to the House of Rep, he went to the Senate and so on. And several others that are here. I welcome you to my house. I would have wished that we would have come to Elenkalawa, but that might not be possible now. But it's by the grace of God in the few time from now in future, we'll come to Elenkalawa, because the Trans-Kalawa Road is just less than 20 minutes from Elenkalawa. And going down to Elenkalawa to Elemifoko, it's going to open another door for the economic well-being of the country and the economic well-being of Rivers State. Because Elenkalawa, Rivers State is blessed. Elenkalawa, Yorokoto, and so on. Elemifoko, they have natural beach. And today we're talking of blue economy, we're talking of tourism. And I think a lot, these roads, if roads go with vessels, I'll find more than 100 vessels of different nationality taking our fishes away. Indian vessels, vessels from China, Russia, different countries, Greece. I don't know who collects the revenue from these vessels, but they are there every day. They don't even have anchorage within our territory. So they are just taking our fish away, no anchorage. And now there is this sand, this rare head. You go now, people are mining rare head at Elemifoko, at APC, with vessels. And we don't know where these vessels come from, who authorized them to be mining these rare heads. So a lot of revenues that ought to accrue to the state are not accruing to the state. And I think that we should look at these things very well, because it will multiply the revenue accruing to Rivers State. Once these roads are done, for me, if you take a road to Buguma, a road to Abonima, people will drive to Abonima and Buguma. For over 20 years, people have been driving to Buguma and Abonima for over 20 years. But it has not brought any economic benefit. It has not changed anything. It has not had any economic effect on the people. When government invests, there should be a return on investment. Government should invest to get a return on.
I don't think that is why Werey Wike was there. Sure you get. But let's give that to Asari though. That's some very useful information about some foreign vessels and their collaborators mining rare earth minerals in his own axis. Unfortunately though, Asari Dokudom, who is now a king in his own kingdom, has so much power. According to him, he's got his own army that could easily just end all of this or even bring it to light. But again, that's not why Werey Wike was there. But he was there to see his supposed old foe in trying to rally around everyone against what is still coming. Wike said he will pick the next governor of Rivers State. And there is nobody that can change that. Because they have concluded on what to do. And there is nobody that will change it. As much as they have pledged their supposed allegiance to Tinubu's second term, when it comes to Rivers State, everybody should stay away. I think that's practically his message to every local government sort of like reception they've organized for him, right? He's still continuing the tour, by the way. Here is one from those tours.
No be whoa, whoa, whoa. I guess so we get our leader. No be whoa, whoa, whoa. Tinubu for president. Today, we are here in Akukuta local government to say thank you. Since 2014, when I indicated interest to run for governorship of Rivers State, hey, has never disappointed me. Yes, in life, you don't expect everybody to appreciate what you've done for them. For me and my team, we don't take your support for granted. We must come and appreciate you and thank you. Particularly in 2023, like our leader said, when it was difficult, nobody knew what would happen. But you all stood firm and we voted for Aswaji Baba-Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And it would be unfair on our part to come back to you without first of all telling you thank you for the one you have done before. You can see, because this is the only state where you can see the count of Rainbow Coalition, where the two parties are working together to make sure we return the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Baba-Ahmed Tinubu. This Rainbow Coalition is not available in any state other than Rivers State. That's why you see all of us, we are no longer talking about party. We are talking about the New Hope family. And I can assure you, all of us who are original members of this New Hope family, after returning Aswaji Baba-Ahmed Tinubu, we will return everybody we say that will run election. Yes, so we can tell me something. Yes, so we can tell me something. Oh, if you dey follow Tinubu, no follow corner. Yes, so we can tell me something. Just like what our brother and friend Ronald Sagibo said. He said, all the generals, all those who know how to do it, they are all here. I'm aware. I thank our elder for putting everybody together. That shows strong leadership. When you are doing well, don't expect that everybody will like you. Doing well attracts enmity. Doing well attracts envy. It's only those who appreciate good things will want to learn and say, how are they doing it? Those who are not appreciative will find one thing or the other to discredit you. But I tell you to remain firm. We're on the right track. As per Rivers State, let me make it clear. Let me make it clear. What's important in life is that you made a mistake and you come out, hold on, and you come out and tell people I made a mistake. And therefore, I want to correct the mistakes we made. So what I'm saying, the mistake we made in 2023 will not be repeated. So take it to the bank. So listen to what
Listen to what our elder, the chairman of Elders Council, will say. Listen to what Major Jack will say. Listen to what Roland will say. Listen to what the Chamber of Council Fubara will say. Listen to what Isobo Jack will say. Listen to what Lolo will say.
They made a mistake in 2023. When it comes to the mistake of choosing made choices in 2023, choosing a Tifnumbu wasn't a mistake. It's been rewarded accordingly. So choosing Fubara was a complete mistake that he won't want to repeat. But Nigerians are looking at Tifnumbu as another mistake they made in 2023. They didn't even make it, but yeah, you know, he had to force himself on you, right? I mean, and then you accepted, so to say. So Wike would not make the same mistake again. One of the mistakes, or one of the regret, according to him, was that when he was leaving, he employed 10,000 youth into the River State Civil Service, so to say, only for Fubara to throw them out. And it was supposed to be a continuity. The project he started, instead of Fubara to complete them, you know, he actually listed other reasons, okay? This one was from today. Wike.
Today, I hear people are making noise. They even forgot who laid the foundation. On Datti Road, I gave it to Setraco. I have paid about 70%. I remember that day, they gave me 100 plus of land. I said, take, I don't need land there. I said, take. What is continuity? I employed the River State youths, 10,000. The person we handed over power to, instead of allowing the 10,000 youth to cancel that job. 10,000 youth. A bad child is a bad child. That's how you know how human beings are. I handed over. See where I stop. Please make sure you continue with this program that will make our state to be one of the respected states in this country. When I was here, you know, Nigeria used to respect us. But I don't know what it is today. You will tell. I didn't make mistake. We never made mistake. I will not make mistake and continue to support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I challenge those who are governor in this state under Obasanjo. I challenge those who are governor in this state under Jonathan and became minister under Buhari. Let them come out and read out what we achieved during that period. And read out what we have achieved now as a minister. It is unprecedented in the history of this country. Who did it? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
No be cho. We so we get our leader. No be cho. Tinubu for president.
So, for me, what's important is give account of when you were so placed. What impact did you make for your people? People are talking, people forgot when I was governor. The federal government then, under our late president, Werey, it was hell for me. The minister who for a year made sure we don't move forward. But by the grace of God, we were focused. By the grace of God, we made more impact. So now people now use the excuses. I had a good relationship with the legislature. Governance is not all about awarding contracts. Governance is also about you having the ability to meander when there are problems. How you can relate with people. Anybody here can award contracts. But the capacity for you to settle issues, to meander around problems.
Nuisance, Lele. It's just going to keep going and going and going and staying up to these jargons. So Fubara said he's just a liar. That most of the supposed contracts he awarded, he never paid them. That if Fubara had to start paying them and start paying them so that at least they could finish some of their jobs or something. Now this is Fubara. The back and forth, yeah?
Most of the projects that are being commissioned, they are coming for their balance payment, and it's running in millions and billions. I've said I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk because I am part of that system. But when you keep pushing me to talk, I will say it so that they will see the nyash of the fowl.
Nuisance, Lele. Nuisance, Lele. One has been entertaining his own supporters. You are the governor. Release all the documents. Release this, release them through the third party. You don't even have to release them yourself. About this Werey Wike, but the problem is that Fubara and Werey Wike, they are like intertwined, okay? EFCC had to declare Fubara wanted. That, because of over 420 billion naira River State money stolen by Werey Wike and helped by Fubara. You get what I mean now? So Fubara's wanted kind of banner is still there. They probably will pull it out. So they put that out again once he is no longer governor, so to say. So release all this stuff. But no, it won't. All right? So to Werey Wike, Fubara is a bad child, and therefore nobody should defend him. But how Werey Wike is going to navigate this whole thing, it is still to be understood. That is why he's currently screaming rainbow coalition, rainbow coalition. There is no political party in River State. But guess what? What's he going to do? Like what they did in their local government elections, right? The one conducted by IBAS, the sole administrator. Yeah, where they wrote the names and they shared it in a way that APC actually won more local government areas than PDP. And they were all like the same. So is he planning to do the same now that APC, Egbekegbe, okay, they are now, the House of Assembly members, they are now in APC. Not all of them though, but yeah, substantive part of them, right? A substantial part of them, okay? So they are in APC. The governor is in APC. National Assembly members have already crossed to APC. It is only Werey Wike that remained in PDP. All of his full soldier, everybody have now declared for APC. But Wike is not in APC. How is he going to then decide what happened in APC? Yeah, by screaming rainbow coalition, something they would just say that they will write the names of everybody. You will write your name under PDP. You will write your name under APC. So now there is no opposition to everybody, okay? If you are running under APC, me, I'll be running. If you're running under APC in this local government or for this particular seat here, I can go and run under PDP if they write my name under PDP in another constituency. So there will be no election in River State. It's just going to be like, oh, we have all agreed. There's no competition. PDP, APC will settled. So I announce the names. Nigeria. Chaise. They said his son, they've already put a poster together for his son. And that one is under APC. So which means if his son is also going to go to APC, And Werey Wike is not a member of APC. Look at the APC chairman sitting behind Werey Wike's son. I think they call him Jordan or so. Look at. So in this, look at these settings, right? Werey Wike's son will have his own special seat beside his father. The man sitting behind that young boy, wearing that hat, right, is the APC chairman, supposedly. The one next to him, I think that one is PDP chairman. So they have to sit behind the boy. And the boy is likely going to be, it's been rumored, to be going to the National Assembly. So if the boy is going to the National Assembly under APC, and Wike is going to decide all of that, and he's not a member of APC, how do you think the APC guys actually really sees that? Well, this man has something to say.
I think that if you put it in a proper perspective, the secretary of the party was just doing his job. I mean, the leadership of the party is put in place to protect the interest of the party. That's one of their, one of the things that they need to do in office. And he was, this national secretary did exactly that. Now, I have not listened to what my successor, because I was once the national vice chairman of the South-South, Mr. Victor Giadom, said about Governor Fubara. But if what I read on the pages of newspapers and what I saw on social media is to be relied upon, he called him a so-called governor.
He did.
And predetermined whether the man was going to be re-elected or not. I think it is not in his place to so do. And it was correct for the national secretary to first of all correct him and then put in its proper perspective the position of the party. And the position of the party is that Governor Fubara, having been elected by the peoples of Rivers State, deserves the respect of every party member in the country, every party member. And incidentally, a man that I love very much, because one of the things that I love about Governor Wike is that he gets his job done. I couldn't be bothered about his kind of politics, his nature of politics. I like the fact that he gets his job done. As governor of Rivers State, he got his job done. As the FCT minister, he got his job done. So he's a man that I have a lot of respect for. But whether I have that kind of perception of him or not, he remains not a member of our party. He is not a member of our party, and so cannot dabble into the affairs of our party. So the national secretary was right in all material particular, like the lawyers would say, in defending the integrity and the party generally.
Right. So in that respect, you could say that Senator Bashiru represents the APC generality of members.
Well, as I speak, as you and I having this conversation, I have not read anywhere where the National Working Committee of the party or the NEC or any other organ of the party has condemned the utterances of the General Secretary.
Well, you were a former acting national chairman,
yes.
So you know the way the party works.
Yes, I know. I do know that if Mr. Secretary had gone out of his way, away from the thinking of the party, I'm very sure that by today the party would have called him to order. But I think that he represents the position of the leadership of the party, and every member of the party must fall in line.
In that regard, how much of an APC internal, maybe I shouldn't say war, but crisis is this? Because all of Mr. Wike's loyalists in Rivers State are now members of the APC, even though he himself is not. And those loyalists are all ranged against Senator Bashiru and his supporters in the APC.
Charles, I'm here to read about their reaction. But you must understand that whoever is friends and associates of Mr. Wike who are in the APC and members of the APC. And they are subject to the constitution of the APC. I am not in the position to say anything with regards to their reaction because I have not read any. I have not bothered to research into what is happening in Rivers State.
You don't worry. Everybody is going to get updated. Just like the video of Baba-Ahmed when Werey Wike delivered Rivers State to Tifnumbu. Something that was like so unexpected. For some reason, they weren't like believing that Werey Wike would go all out like that. Anyway, but I once told Wike this though.
And let me very quickly start off my remarks by thanking the governor, my friend and brother, for a confession that has been known to all forever, that you plotted against me. It is the irony of life, and indeed very interesting, the twist of fate, that those who you sat with to plot against me are the same people that sat together at your primaries to plot against you. So plotting is not necessarily a new thing in politics. But what is constant is that in politics, there are no permanent enemies, there are no permanent friends, but what you have is permanent interests. And by God's grace, this one that you have started, this journey that you have started that you and I both know shall be permanent. I didn't hear you say permanent, Governor. It shall be permanent. Please choke them. I say choke. I say choke. I'm trying to speak like you. I was in the United States about a week ago when His Excellency called me just to follow up on our previous conversations about coming to do this commission. Because of who he is and what he is to me, it did not take me I did not have to think hard to cut my...
I say choke them. Choke them. You know, this was after they have betrayed Werey Wike, by the way, and they've delivered Kolu, and they were just waiting for Kolu's swearing in and Werey Wike's end of tenure as well. And it's been rewarded, so to say, it's like greatly rewarded, if you must admit, if we must admit. So the only thing now is that, is it kind of like overplaying his hands, truly? Only time will tell. That's the only thing that is different. The only difference between the here and there, from what I've been told, is the T. And the T right in between stands for time. Only time will reveal everything. It's a matter of time. Right? So Baja and others are probably right now in a dilemma. How are they likely going to handle Wike and this Fubara? Would they just have to because Wike right now is showing that he controls the grassroots. Oh, they love him. You know what? Fubara is nowhere. Look at everybody. They agree with me. We have no place for Fubara anymore. I'm going to choose the next governor of the state, and this time I'm going to choose right. Everybody, I'm so sorry that I made mistake of choosing the last time. So this time I'm going to choose right. The blah, the blah. But Fubara does have his own supporters too. So, right? They were as young as you can see here.
we get toxic. Now Fubara. No SIM card, no network. Now Fubara. No SIM card, no network.
And let me
get landlord. Now Fubara. Abure Judas toxic. Now Fubara. We get toxic. Now Fubara. No SIM card, no network. Now Fubara. No SIM card, no network. Now Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. 001. Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. We get toxic. 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 Na Fubara. No SIM card, no network. 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 Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. We get landlord. Na Fubara. Abure Judas toxic. Na Fubara. We get toxic. Na Fubara. No SIM card, no network. Na Fubara. No SIM card, no network. Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. 001. Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. Na 001. Na Fubara. We get toxic. Na Fubara. We get toxic. Na Fubara.
Yeah. There are other too, like the gyrates or the, what do you call them again? Is that the gyrates or, I don't know if they are cultists or something, but they also are the songs too.
You know be God though. I don't like for you.
Wike o, na minister you be o, Fubara be governor. Give that to them in River State, right? When it comes to them composing all these funny sort of like songs, right? Now let's leave Rivers, okay? And this time, let us go to Lagos, okay? Yeah, Lagos. And you know, you can't go to Lagos without drama, right? Right, here is one.
Kí ni kò tí mo ṣe? Kí ni kò tí mo ṣe? Mo tọ́ ní tó ṣe. Kí ni tọ́ ní tí mo ṣe? Kí ni kò tí mo ṣe? Kí ni fi ilé ẹjọ́? Kí ni mo ṣe fún ẹ? Fi kí ilé ẹjọ́? Okay, stop it. What is what's wrong with you? You harassment or really? Let me call this man. Call anybody you want to call. What's wrong with this man? Ọmọ yẹn wọ́n máa ṣe fídíò wa la. Fún mi kí ni? Wọ́n máa ṣe fídíò. Wọ́n máa ṣe fídíò. Wọ́n sáyé lẹ́gàtọ̀ ni. Fún mi kí ni? The legaton, no anybody. You go look the legaton, Siba. Oh, hey, what's that? You go look the legaton, Siba. Please, I'm really sorry. Sorry for the old distance. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. Don't worry, you'll be fine. There are times like this. You can go inside now. I'm saying it. If you can go inside, no problem. No, let me try. 9060. Yeah. Same thinking. Eh? Why? I don't want to feel like your days.
That's between the Uber driver and the and the LASMA guys in Lagos. Now, if you think the drama on the roads are probably like enough, no. Not until when you have to have some neighbors who believes that they have to pray to, I don't know how to describe it, okay? But most of the time, right, like everyone in that, especially in Lagos, okay, where you have to struggle through the traffic, all this mess of the entire day, and then you are just praying to get back home and maybe have lights so that you can sleep. But then there is no light, only for you to start hearing your neighbor on the top of their voice calling on something, or maybe praying. So for that, make mess of your night. Watch this.
Your daughter is here again. Come and do your miracle again. The God of Prophet TV Joshua, the God of Senior Prophet TV Joshua, the God of Penitope, many of our people, they have strength. Why many? If you understand the times, nobody can battle with my father. Who can battle with my God? Who can battle with Jesus? Who can battle with the Lord? I say no power. I say no body. I say no juju. I say no kingdom. I say no power. They will leave you asleep. I say no body. I say no body. I say no power. I say no juju. I say no body. I say no body. I say no kingdom. I say no power. I say no juju. I say no body. I say no body. I say no demon. I say no demon. I say no demon. I say no body. I say no power. I say no kingdom. I say no body. I say no body. I say no body. I say no body. Our God is good. Nobody can battle with our Lord. Nobody can challenge the King of the universe and Son, the Almighty God. Amen. No power. No power.
Now the same,
So,
I will see
if you
with the
have
face
Jesus,
every
you have
day.
everything. You have everything.
Now the same,
Move on. Stand on your ground.
I will see with the face every
Jubilate.
day.
Move around. God is everything. No brother, no kingdom will come.
If you leave her now, insult. She will just rain. Because this one, devil, this one, all your neighbors. Now Satan,
Make sure you hold your God very
you don't see
well.
Abi?
Father, thank you for today.
Now waiting ye
Thank you,
out.
Jesus.
I wait with the face.
You are the Lord that
I beg you, very dark man. If you see this video, I beg. This demon no they let us sleep. Oh. You know the noise is too much. I go see video and that one send though. I beg, I just want me just take time, just observe.
No father, no kingdom, no shrine will stop this daughter of grace. I am a daughter of grace. You can't stop me not to worship God, though. Your mates, your people, they are nowhere to be found. Your marriage will be strong, your family is strong. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray this prayer for you every day. If you are a young girl in this street, in this our street, you will start from our street. So that other people
Every time they call her husband though.
If you're a young girl,
Every time they call her.
I don't know how to describe it too, but we'll go gather together, tie the woman, send her to any psychiatric hospital or anywhere that you can send her to. Trust me, I won't sit down there and be making video every now and then. I'm a target any. My what the lesser, you know what I mean? Anyway, it seems like everybody would have to kind of like find a way under the blowing madness. In the contraption, ordinarily in a kind of like a same place. All you have to do is to call the police. When you call the police will come in and they will, they will kind of like a reprimander, something like that. Okay, they're gonna tell her to stop. If you call them devil and the rest of that, they will arrest her. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, they eventually, if she's not stopping, they may even like fine her for disturbance or something like that. That they will ensure that, and if she's not going to stop as well, they may eventually find out that she's a lunatic living with, But yeah, I was in this through the level. Yeah, trust me. I don't know how many of you who can relate. The moment the community feels like no, that person is not normal anymore, and they are not sleeping at night, we'll go gather tire. Maybe now husband of anybody, they will shall find somewhere to carry out to, but it's Nigeria. And here is World Trade Center in Abuja, another madness that has become probably the norm, Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. World Trade Center. Is that what it's called?
The whole World Trade Center. See, cars are moving around. Wike, you have to do something about this. What is happening? World Trade Center and cows are moving around. This is a shame. This is a shame to Nigeria.
Sorry, Wike is not around. He is in Rivers right now. The former governor, the former minister of injustice, Abubakar Malamu, who has been in detention of the EFCC for the past, I think, a month, almost a month now. He's been there even before Christmas, and he spent his new year there. So he appeared in court today for his corruption trial. Himself, his wife, his son. They are charging them for stealing 8.7 or so billion naira. But that is just a preamble. So the court has now ordered a temporary forfeiture of 54, is it 54, 57 houses? 54 houses, 54 properties rather, confiscated right now from Abubakar Malamu. I'll give you the name of the properties and where they are, possibly the worth as well, running into hundreds of billions of naira. But here was Malamu in court, and the same Malamu is currently running to become the governor of Kebbi State, in 2027 under the coalition ADC. Arakota and Sonia.
Yeah, well done. Thank you. Thank you. Space, please. Space. Come that way. Let's go. Oh yeah, now.
Good morning.
Like Yeye Bello, should be granted him bail too. Yeye Bello is going to be a senator in 2027 if he manages to maneuver Natasha in Kogi. That's the guy that stole over 100 billion naira. 57 properties have now been ordered to be forfeited by Malamu to EFCC. 57 properties. I'm going to list all of them. Yeah, I'm going to list them. Now take a look at this screen. These properties are now listed as part of a court, sort of like, documents. A luxury duplex at Amazon Street, plot number 3011, within cadastral zone A06, Maitama. So it is valued at 5.9 billion naira, 5,950 million naira. So that is a nearly 6 billion naira. Malamu owns a two-winged large-story building situated at number 3, Onitsha Crescent, Area 2, Garki, Cadastral Zone A03, Abuja. Is a formerly Ammonia Hotels Limited in FCT. It is valued, he purchased it in December 2018. That's like 2 years after he became a minister. So Malamu bought it for 7 billion naira, an hotel. So another property, plot 683, Jabi District, cadastral zone at the same area, Block 04, comprising of a 5-story building, now luxurious Mithak Hotels Limited, Jabi, with 53 rooms and suites. So he bought that in September 2020, right? At what they call the carcass level, which means it wasn't completed when he bought it. He bought it for 850 million naira at the time, right? With additional 300 million naira before taking the possession of the property. So the value after completion is 8.4 billion naira. That's how much the property is worth now. Another one is the property which is at 3130 within the same cadastral zone 804 Asokoro District, FCT Abuja, comprising terraces purchased in January 2021 for 360 million naira. Malamu. There's another property at number 3, Rhine Street, Maitama, Abuja. Is Midfax Hostel Limited, Maitama, with 15 rooms and extension, which was also purchased in February 2018 for 430 million naira. Its current valuation is 12.9 billion naira, by the way. Then another one is plot number 1241B, Asokoro District Zone, number 11A, Yakubu Gowon Crescent, Asokoro District. He bought that in July 2021 at the price of 325 million naira. Then another one, they say shop number C82, Cityscape, Sharif Plaza, number 739, Cadastral Zone, the same Asokoro, okay, Aminu Kano Crescent, Wuse 2 in Abuja, right? He also bought a shop there for the value of 120 million naira. Another one is number 4, Amadu Bello Way, Nasarawa GRA in Kano, which was also purchased in December 2022 at 300 million naira. It's got another one called plot 157, Lamido Crescent, Nasarawa GRA, Kano. He bought that in July 2019, valued at 350 million naira as well. Then another plaza, a plaza, commercial toilet, laundry, warehouse, tanks, adjacent to Brinekebi Market at 100 million naira. 100 acres of land along Brinekebi Jega Road, valued at, in 2020, he bought that in 2020 at the rate of 100 million naira. Abubakar Malamu, I wish I could put this image on the screen so that you can understand. You can be looking at his, his face while I read that. You get what I mean? Sorry, give me a sec. So, just a sec, guys. The criminals who are supposed to be in jail. I am talking about not just jail. I'm talking about real life in jail, sort of, right? So here is Abubakar Malamu, the criminal, who also happened to be the former Minister of Injustice in Nigeria. So let's get another one. Number 15 of the properties is number 27, FAB Estates Avenue, 5th Avenue, 59th Crescent, Gwarimpa, Abuja. He bought that in January 2016, just a few months after becoming a minister. 120 million naira. Number 16, 4-bedroom, 2 rooms, boys' quarters at number 10B, Doka Crescent, Abakpa GRA, Kaduna. He bought that in January 2018 for 40 million naira. Plot number 13, I-Pent 7 Estates, Karsana District, Abuja. He bought that. Is a land, okay, 85 million naira in June 2018. A bedroom duplex and boys' quarters at number 12, Yalinga Street, off Adetokunbo Ademola Crescent, Wuse 2, Abuja. He bought that in October 2018 for 150 million naira. A 2 warehouse shops, B40 and B46, Wuse Market, Abuja, for his wives, purchased in July 2020 at 50 million naira each. Twins houses at Zone E, Apple Legislative Quarters, Cadastral Zone B, Block 01, Plot 14014, Gudu District, Abuja, was purchased between February and May 2017 at 250 million naira. Now his wife, properties acquired by Academia for Justice and Development Initiatives at Academic Garden City, Brene Kirby, sold by the Federal Housing Authority mortgage, namely 21-22-23, okay, 9 units of 3-bedroom bungalow, 3 units of 2-bedroom bungalow, and 5.4 hectares of land, which were purchased between February 2023 and September 2023 at 187 million naira, among other assets listed. His wife, then the stolen money was also used in setting up university. Ryan University, Kebbi State. So Ryan University permanent site, he got that for 56 billion naira, not million, no, 56 billion naira. Then the site for the same Ryan University temporary site, he got that for 37.8 billion naira. Ryan University third site, he got that for 2.45 billion naira. Ryan University Vice Chancellor's house, he got that or built that for 490 million naira. Then you have the Ryan Agro-Allied Factory in Kebbi State. The stolen money, he used that to set up factories and what have you in his state. So factory buildings that they have confiscated from him is worth 4.2 billion naira. Factory machines and plant units, over 10.5 billion naira worth. Factory mosque, he built a mosque there for them, worth 2.4 billion naira. Ryan Mill staff quarters, 1.487 billion naira. Ryan Boston building, 3.15 billion naira. Then he went on to a place called Abure Arena. It's like a game center or something, right? So Abure Arena in Kelby, it's got a place called Abure Hotel, 10.3 billion naira. That is the worth of that one. A printing press in Kelby, 1.050 billion naira. He also built a gallery worth 581 million naira. Then a garden where children plays. He built that as well for 392 million naira. Another mosque from this stolen money was built with for 252 million naira. Then he's got a boutique called Asbir Clothing, his wife. So 350 million naira, that is what that is worth. Asbir Pharmacy and Supermarket for his wife, 175 million naira. Anyway, all of this in Kebbi. So another property or other properties held in Kebbi State includes Alafia Energy Tanker Garage, opposite Ryan University Health Center, along Sonny Abacha Bypass Road, Brene Kebbi, for 2.450 billion naira. Then he's got another one called the Ryan Model Academy, which is worth 11.2 billion naira. He's got a Ryan Primary and Secondary School, which is worth 8.7 billion naira. Then he's got another one called Ryan Security House off Sonny Abacha Bypass in Brene Kebbi, is valued at 245.7 million naira. Then he's got Ryan Radio along Sonny Abacha Bypass Road in the same Brene Kebbi, valued at 78.7 million naira. Then another uncompleted two-story complex, Plaza, located opposite Central Motor Park, Eastern Park, Brene Kebbi, it is valued at 665 million naira. Then it's got something called Amasdol Oil and Gas Limited, filling station structure along Sonny Abacha Bypass Road, Brene Kebbi, near Jambali Automobile Workshop, Brene Kebbi, it is valued at 1.050 billion naira. Then he has something called the Malami Support Organization Building, valued at 210 million naira. Then another one called the ADC Kadi Malami Foundation Building, valued at 56 million naira. Abubakar Malami Sands House GRA is valued at 350 million naira. Abubakar Malami Sands House behind Mobile, valued at 490 million naira. Abdulaziz Malami First Sons House at Gese Phase 2 in Brene Kebbi is valued at 1.7 billion naira. Abiru Rahman Abubakar Malami Second Sons House at Gese Phase 2 in Brene Kebbi is valued at 2.989 billion naira. Another properties in Kano. Assets of Zino Hotel at Kabuga, Satellite Town, off Guarzo Road, Kano, with 131 rooms, is valued at 11.2 billion naira. Then you have Zino Mosque at Kabuga, Satellite Town, off Guazo Road, Kano, valued at 84 million naira. Zeno Old Hotel building is also there, valued in Kano, valued at 280 million naira. And the second, but not the least, right, is Rayan Hotel, Kano, located at plot 2728, opposite Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Southern Kano, land and luxurious building of more than 50 rooms with appurtenances is valued at 2.3 billion naira. Finally, Ryan Gym, Kano House, comprising of a story building opposite Ryan Hotel, is valued at 1.225 billion naira. Nigeria is not a poor country, but when you have list of men like this who are milking the system, one person looting nearly 500 billion naira from the country, and this is just what they have discovered. What about those they have not discovered? Then you realize that the problem of Nigeria is actually not money. Your problem is your inability to go after those whose life goal is to destroy you, destroy your future. Maybe until when you understand what that means, John, they can continue to have field day. One person looted all of that. Think about thousands of them others who are doing same in everywhere and they're getting away with it. You get what I mean? One person. Thank you so much for your time, brethren. Enjoy the rest of the evening. By the way, I need to drink water. Seriously. I am going to see you another time, okay? But don't leave without liking the broadcast, okay? Like, share, and meet me another time. And I will be here. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Mayegun Diary political. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ kùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.